This is not going to be a full review today, but I just received a care package from my friends at Novoo, so let's tear it apart and see what's inside. If you've been following me for a while, you will recognise the name Novoo. You will have seen the video when I went out shooting with Barry and Paul and my battery died in the middle of the shoot and I needed to charge it up. That was when I went to the Novoo power bank, and this is fantastic. It's about the size of a 24 to 70mm 2.8 lens. It just slots right in my camera bag and it's there handy if I need to charge up batteries out in the field. And it's got a 240 volt AC power output. American version has 120 and an American plug. But it means I can plug in batteries and lights and other devices to charge them up. I think the maximum wattage rating on this is, I'm not sure. I'm not going to say the wrong thing. I will put a thing here saying what the maximum wattage rating is on this that you can draw. But it's not enough for certain things like 8 strips of specular or charging up my laptop. And this is supposed to be the solution to that. So let's get this open. Oh, the Novoo 230 watt hour adventure power pack generator thing. 62,400 milliamp hours, 230 watt hours, DC input 18 volt 2 amp, USB A output times 3. DC 5 volt 6 amps, 2.4 amps max per port. It's actually got a cigarette lighter. I mean, I know a lot of people these days don't even know what cigarette lighters in cars are, but it's got a socket for one of those, so if you've got portable chargers for your phone or whatever, you can plug them straight into this. USB-C power delivery, 5 volt, 9 volt, 12 volt, 15 volt and 20 volt up to 60 watts. AC output 200 watts max. 100 to 110 volt, 60 Hz for Japan and the USA, 230 volt, 50 Hz for the UK and Europe. So let's open it up. We got a bag of desiccant, something in German, and a user manual, little user manual. But I guess there's not a lot to it. It's just this is where the power goes in, this is where the power comes out. In here, I'm guessing this is the mains AC charger. So in here we have the mains AC charger, which puts out 18 volts at 2 amps, 36 watts. And here we have a Type C to Type C cable. And then we have the unit itself, and that's it. All right, it's not as big as I thought it was going to be, but it's kind of chunky. It's definitely got some weight to it, but yeah, wow, that's really cute. Hopefully there is some power in this, like in the battery already. Can we turn it on? Oh yes. Yeah, so the battery looks to be about 80% full maybe. 3 USB 5 volt sockets, a Type C power delivery, 230 volt UK plug and a cigarette lighter. I might have to 3D print some kind of cover for the cigarette lighter just to stop dust and gunk getting in there. And then on the back you've just got a couple of cooling fans and your DC input. But that's pretty cool, and it's a pure sine wave. So it's safe to use this on strobes as long as you're not using ones that are going to draw tons and tons of current. This puts out, it'll be written on here somewhere, this lets you put out 200 watts maximum. So my 3000 watt ring flash, if I plug it into here, it's just going to scream or make it blow up or set on fire or something. But for charging up your laptop, shouldn't be a problem, and I'll test that in a minute. I like the top. It's kind of like a silicon plastic. I don't know. It's got the texture of silicon rubber, but it is plastic. It's kind of flexible. So it could be like TPU or something, but it's a nice handle that conforms to the shape of your hand. It's not solid and rigid, and it'll flatten down if you need to store it in a bag or something. Little rubber feet. Those probably won't last long on location. But yeah, let me go find some stuff and see what I can plug into this. Alrighty, so here I have my Asus ZenBook Pro and the charger, and we'll plug this in. So this was my only real drawback with this little Novoo power bank. It wouldn't put out enough current to charge my laptop, because I think it's only about 60 or 80 watts or something. Whereas this one will put out 200, and this draws 19.5 volts up to 7.7 amps. So, you know, you're looking like 130, 140 watts. But if I plug this in here, fingers crossed, do I need to hit the button? Oh yeah, I do. So you need to hit the button for your voltage, and hey, it says it's plugged in. This is a Type A to Type C cable. Let's plug this in here and see if it'll let me charge the phone at the same time as the laptop. And it does, it's recognizing power. Let me find another phone. I know I have another one somewhere. So here I have a Type C to Type C, and here I have another phone. We'll plug that into Type C, and we'll see if this charges as well, which it does, and it recognizes that there's something plugged into the Type C. So my laptop's charging, this phone's charging, and this phone's charging all at the same time, and now I'm getting 3 million alerts. Right, we'll close that one. So it seems to be able to put out a heck of a lot more power than this one. This one has a Type A and a Type C on top, as well as a 230, but you wouldn't really rely on it to power a mains powered device and the Type A USB and Type C power delivery. But this one, and the fans haven't even kicked on yet. I don't know exactly how much current it's drawing out of the batteries that's in there, but I've got two phones plugged in, one on the Type A, one on the Type C, and we've got the laptop plugged in and charging, and it seems to be handling it just fine right now. I had originally planned to show this off out on location, but the weather here in the last 8 weeks or so has been absolutely terrible. Hopefully it will clear up relatively soon, because I'm dying to get out and shoot on location. I have a couple of new LED lights coming that I want to use out on location, and this is what's planning to power them. So hopefully that will work, and that will happen soon. Novoo doesn't only make big power banks like these though, they also make the little USB power banks. I've got a couple here, and I've got another one powering a little light up there. These offer USB power delivery. These ones go up to 12 volts. That one I think goes up to 20 volts. But I'm going to be using these in another project for a USB power delivery thing that I'm working on, because I have some devices I'm making that run on 12 volts, not 5 volts. So you'll see these again in another video. You'll probably see this in every video if I show a shot inside my camera bag, because this goes with me everywhere. This one will be getting used primarily to power LED lights when I'm shooting out on locations, particularly like interviews and that kind of thing, where there may not actually be anywhere to plug the light into the wall. And it'll probably also be going on any future camping shooting trips as well. If you want to find out more about the Novoo big ass power bank, the regular Novoo, or the USB batteries, I'll drop links to everything down in the description below. I've been using these ones for a couple of years now, and they've just been really, really valuable and reliable when I've been shooting out on location, and the battery pack that I've got up there has also been really useful. I've seen a lot of the portable power banks from companies over the years, and I almost got the Godox one a couple of years ago, but it's like 2 or 3 times the size of this, and it's overkill for what I needed. This one I think will work out beautifully. That's it for now. I'm going to put links to all this in the description below so you can check them out for yourself. If you have any questions about any of these, drop them in the comments. I will be testing this hopefully soon when the weather picks up out on location. The LED light that I plan to use with this should be arriving sometime this week. So I will get that video shot as soon as that light arrives, and I can get out and test it and make sure it all works as well as I hope. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.